Hey, I'm Sandy McAlpine, and I'm a licensed North and South Carolina realtor. I cover Charlotte, Lake Norman, and Myrtle Beach. And today I'm going to just discuss your property is not sold in the Lake Norman area. So, what is going on? This is a big fear that folks have their home on the market and it doesn't sell. And they have all these thoughts that enter their mind that they hired the wrong agent. They start looking at the marketing, the photos, nitpicking the verbiage and the listing description. They start racking their brain and pulling their hair out on why their home didn't fly off the market and what is the reasoning. Of course, when the agent, if you have the right real estate agent, they will tell you the pros and the cons of your property. They will point out possible things in the listing presentation that might hurt its sale. They will discuss a marketability price. They will discuss the high of the price range and the low of the price range. A great agent will go through all of that with you. So in case these types of things come up and the house doesn't sell right away, you will have knowledge. Should be knowledgeable about exactly why it didn't sell right away. And also constant communication every single week from your agent, kind of letting you know the feedback from the showings, if it's not getting showings, new listings that hit the market in competition with your listing, all those types of things really matter in a market. The market is always changing up and down, and it's constantly rolling. It's never just staying straight. So I think it's important to understand those concepts. A lot of times when we do listing presentations, we explain everything and it really just goes over a seller's head. They're so excited to get their home on the market. They have an idea that it's going to sell within a few days. No matter what I say, I could say it would take 40 days. And they think every seller thinks their home is better than everyone else's. It's funny, but they do. And they think, I know what this lady's saying, but I want it to sell in 3 days and I want it to have 50 showings and all these things. So sometimes they don't listen to the real estate agent. They don't listen to pricing. They don't listen to getting the home ready, getting it conditioned, and, goes for sale. And what happens? It doesn't sell. And it's sitting and sitting and sitting. And then they get upset. And then they think it's the agent's fault. Then they think it's marketing fault. And then they think they don't even know what to think. So they're frustrated. A lot of times the agents that are horrible don't reach out to find out what's going on in their mind. And it's not a good experience. So I'm not interested in my sellers having that experience. If we have a listing that's over the average days on market, typically my sellers know. They know why. They know what we're doing. They know exactly what's going on. They're in the driver's seat because it is their property. They are listening to my advice. Maybe they don't take it always, but they completely understand and have control of the situation. And maybe they're okay with waiting a little longer, right, for a little bit of a higher price. Because the way that I've always been taught in real estate is if you want a higher price, it might just take longer to sell. So as things are, the economy is moving, real estate is going up, things are constantly moving up at this point. We don't see a recession. We don't see a crash. So that's kind of where, properties that are not selling might be the condition. That might be something where it's backed up to a highway. There's a lot of traffic noise. It might be that it's not habitable inside. There's a lot of reasons why a home is still not sold. I also get this question asked to me a lot by brand new agents when they see my new construction listings and they see that it's been on for 150 days or 200 days. They ask what happened or what's wrong with it. And I say, no, you don't understand. We listed the new construction home when it was still a lot. We listed it before the builder started building the home. So that's why the days on market is up there for new construction. If you were ever wondering, that is a big question I get with newer agents as well. I'm sure, that answers a lot of questions for you guys when you see those 100+ days. So another reason why something's on for a lot of days is the MLS used to have a reset. So someone could take it off the market for like 90 days and they could put it on as a new listing and the days reset to 0. Well, this day and age in 2024, that does not happen anymore. So it's cumulative days on market. So if you have 3 agents that listed it, still didn't sell, and you have a 4th agent, the 4th agent gets it at that many days on market. So Zillow, until it sells, or transfers ownership, it's just going to continue adding up the days. Realtor.com, all these other websites, same thing. So it doesn't really help you to pull your listing off and put it back on with multiple people. Not at all. Actually, it looks a little worse. I've also noticed listings pulled off the market and then put back on for a higher price. As long as the agent puts a lot of remarks in there that maybe the seller spent a bunch of money on the house since pulling it off, or maybe they made a bunch of repairs and now it can justify the new price, then that always makes sense. But it's not always obvious to the public. And then there's a lot of questions and concerns with that. So if you like this information, want to know more about your property on the market in the Lake Norman area, please give me a call and I'll help guide you through Lake Norman Real